As we navigate through a year fraught with production challenges, the grocery industry finds itself at an increasingly critical juncture. Everyday items that we often take for granted, such as snacks, meats, nuts, fruits, and basic staples, are under threat due to these ongoing issues. Despite a brief respite, it's clear that our supply chain woes are far from over. Retailers are scrambling, and finding new sources for these essential goods is becoming an uphill battle. The situation is set to intensify as we approach the holiday season, with grocery stocks depleting rapidly, prices soaring, and the variety on the shelves dwindling. It's a looming crisis that could hit as early as next month, causing significant disruptions in our day-to-day lives. Now, more than ever, it's crucial to act swiftly and prepare for what lies ahead. Stocking up before supplies diminish further could be a key strategy for ensuring your household's well-being. In this blog, we will provide a vital list of essentials predicted to be in short supply this winter and discuss specific shortages likely to impact households the most. Consider this a warning. Immediate action may be needed to navigate through these challenging times. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this critical issue. 1. Lamb. Hold on to your shepherd's pies, everyone. The beloved meat, lamb treasured in our meals, is currently in a battle of its own. Picture this: New Zealand and Australia, the star suppliers of lamb to our nation, are caught in a ferocious tussle with extreme weather and logistical nightmares. The result? A monumental dip in exports? Now, you'd think our domestic production would jump in to save the day, right? Wrong. The U.S. production, to our dismay, is falling short and can't fill this gaping hole. This means the next time you're strolling down the supermarket aisle, you might find the lamb section eerily empty. This pinch is felt even more so in specialized markets and during the festive seasons where lamb plays the starring role, with prices soaring to new heights. Brace yourselves for a lamb shortage hitting the grocery shelves next month. 2. Say goodbye to your favorite sausages. From the hearty bratwurst to the fiery chorizo, a crisis is brewing. Both pork and beef supplies are dwindling rapidly, and even the nation's sausages aren't immune. Rampant livestock disease and skyrocketing feed costs. The squeeze is hitting hardest at your local butchers and specialty stores, where these sausages are crafted with love and care. Get ready to dig deeper into your pockets as the prices soar. And brace yourselves for a blow to your taste buds as well, with those beloved varieties starting to disappear. This isn't just an assault on our wallets. It's a strike at our culinary traditions and dinner plates. 3. The tale of the threatened tuna. Hold on to your sandwiches because we're diving into the deep end with our next item on the list. Canned tuna? Yes, you heard it right. Our beloved versatile pantry buddy is getting caught up in a whirlpool of challenges. Picture the serene, open ocean, home to the majestic tuna. But wait, it's under siege. Overfishing and insatiable global appetite for these fish is emptying their schools. Adding to the drama, our heroes, the regulators, are stepping in to save the day with stricter fishing rules. Sustainability is their rallying cry, but it's causing a ripple effect, a drop in the catches of tuna. And guess what? The plot thickens with supply chain disruptions getting into the mix. Processing and distribution of canned tuna is taking a hit, causing a dwindling display in the grocery store aisles. The variety of your favorite brands and types of canned tuna is thinning. And as if that's not disheartening enough, the prices are swimming up. This situation becomes particularly tough for those savvy shoppers who count on canned tuna as their go-to, budget-friendly protein source. Alright, moving on to item number 4 on our list, chicken breasts. Yes, you heard right. The heart of many health-conscious meals is taking a hit. Picture this: skyrocketing feed costs, coupled with ongoing hurdles at poultry processing plants, are causing a drastic drop in production. But wait, there's more. See, consumers, just like me and you, have always had a soft spot for white meat over other chicken cuts, keeping demand through the roof. So what happens when the soaring demand clashes with dwindling supply? You've guessed it. Chicken breasts are turning into a rare find on supermarket shelves. And with scarcity comes a surge in prices, compelling you and me to start exploring other protein-packed alternatives, or perhaps trying out less favored cuts of chicken. Coming in at number 5, we've got chicken sausages. Now, these are typically a top pick for anyone in pursuit of a sausage that's a bit easier on the waistline. But you might want to brace yourself because these crowd favorites are facing some serious supply chain troubles. And why is that, you ask? Well, there's a double-barreled problem here. The first issue is that the chicken production, overall, is taking a nosedive, side with less clucking happening in the farms. There's simply not enough of our feathered friends to keep up with the demand for these delicious, healthier sausage options. But wait, there's more. The second roadblock is hitting us from within the production line. The process of making chicken sausages isn't your run-of-the-mill sausage stuffing. It's a specialized task, often involving extra flavors and an intricate processing line. Unfortunately, the current labor shortages and skyrocketing production costs are throwing a wrench in the works. So, what's the fallout? Well, we're looking at a slump in variety and quantity of chicken sausages on the supermarket shelves. And if you do find your beloved chicken sausage, be prepared for a heftier price tag, so better stock up on these tasty morsels while you can, or you might find your weekend BBQ missing its star player. 6. Let's talk croissants. Picture this, a perfect morning. The sun is shining, coffee is brewing, and all you want is that flaky, buttery croissant to complete the scene. But brace yourself, that dream might be harder and harder to realize. The core of the croissant's charm, the delicious butter, is getting more expensive by the day, and even worse, it's becoming scarce. You might ask why? Well, it's a tale of reduced dairy production meeting an increased global appetite for butter. This isn't the end of our croissant crisis, though. The delicate art of crafting these pastries is being disrupted by labor shortages in the food industry. The fallout, fewer croissants in supermarkets and boutique bakeries. And, if you do spot one, be prepared to loosen your purse strings, because these treats are getting pricier. Alright, moving on to scarcity number 7 on our list, the struggle for gluten-free baked goodies. What's happening here is a real shakeup in the gluten-free world. You see, those delightful alternatives to wheat flour, such as almond, coconut, and rice flour, are skyrocketing in cost and becoming more elusive to obtain. Why is this happening, you may ask? We're witnessing the effects of climate change on our crops and disruptions in the supply chain. This unfortunate turn of events is causing our beloved gluten-free options to diminish in bakeries and supermarkets, with prices surging. And this, my friends, is nothing short of a predicament for our gluten-sensitive community and those who simply prefer gluten-free products. So if you are a gluten-free enthusiast, brace yourself, as these changes could well be on the horizon in the coming month. Next on our list at number 8 is a shocker. You wouldn't believe it, but beef jerky, that beloved American snack we all adore, is gearing up for a big crunch. Picture this, we've got arid conditions sweeping across major cattle ranching states, leading to smaller sizes of herds. On top of that, feed costs are skyrocketing, putting the squeeze on our hardworking producers. What's the result of all this chaos? Well, there's a serious tightening in the availability of beef, which, as you all know, is the heart and soul of our cherished jerky. Serious beef scarcity is driving up costs for you and me. Hold on to your seats as I share this. Popular brands are reporting a whopping 20% surge in retail prices. Once upon a time, the jerky market was a stronghold of affordable, protein-packed snacks. Now, it's sailing into uncharted waters of expensive production and inflated consumer prices. This change is turning the dynamics of the snack aisle on its head. 9. Hold on to your plates, bacon lovers, because we're about to dive into a real sizzler of a story. Our beloved bacon, the crispy morning delight, is feeling the heat of global challenges. Picture this, African swine fever is tearing through the world's top pig-rearing nations, causing a significant threat to the pork industry. Add to this a labor crunch in processing plants, and you have a perfect storm brewing, threatening to disrupt the mighty bacon supply chain. Scary, right? Just imagine waking up one day, trotting to the grocery store, and finding the bacon shelves eerily empty, or worse, seeing prices that could make your wallet weep. Bacon, once a common, everyday breakfast item, is now teetering on the brink of becoming a luxury item. And this isn't just causing sleepless nights for us, the consumers. Even food service providers are feeling the pinch, being forced to reimagine their menus, consider alternate options, or simply cut down on those mouth-watering, bacon-laden dishes. That's right. You may need to brace yourself for smaller bacon portions on your plate. Here comes shortage number 10. The ever-reliable rotisserie chickens. Yes, you heard it right, the humble, juicy rotisserie chicken that has been a savior to countless quick family dinners and meal preps is now being threatened by availability and price issues. These delightful roasted birds have been the superheroes of supermarkets, used as loss leaders to tempt customers into stores. But now, they're in the spotlight for a different reason. Scarcity. The rising cost of whole chickens have put supermarkets in a tough situation, but that's not all. Remember the avian flu outbreak? Well, it's come back to haunt us, reducing the number of chickens available for rotisserie. The result? If you manage to find a rotisserie chicken, prepare yourself for a bit of sticker shock. So prices have soared, and the availability has nosedived. This has completely rocked our budget-friendly meal planning. Point 11. The chicken wing crisis. Picture this every game night and you're rooting for your team, your buddies around you, and what's that in your hand? A juicy, perfectly crispy chicken wing. Oh yes, that's right, but brace yourselves because there's a storm brewing and it's gonna hit where it hurts. Right in our chicken wing supply. Chicken wings, once merely an afterthought, have ascended the throne to become an American culinary favorite, especially during the vibrant sports seasons. But now, we're facing a wing drought. A confluence of factors, the avian flu, teamed up with surging feed prices, is steering us into a full-blown shortage of wing supply. And guess who's feeling the impact? Our beloved eateries and bars, famous for their wing specials, are grappling with this scarcity. But it doesn't stop there. Even your local grocery stores aren't immune. Packaged wings are becoming an elusive sight, and when they do make an appearance, they carry a hefty price tag. This wing woe is compelling everyone, from regular consumers to big businesses, to rethink their choices. Menus are being revamped and pricing strategies are undergoing a massive overhaul. 12. Ground chicken, the unsung hero. Who doesn't love a healthier twist on their favorite recipes? But hold on, we've got some news that might ruffle your feathers. Our beloved ground chicken, a superstar alternative to beef or pork, is hitting some rough patches. Imagine this, a tumultuous storm in the broader poultry industry, filled with menacing disease outbreaks and haunting supply chain disruptions. Yes, it's as scary as it sounds, and it's wreaking havoc on our golden boy, the ground chicken. This shortage doesn't just make it harder for Weight Watchers and budget cookers to find their perfect protein. It's also impacting your wallet. As the supply dwindles, the prices are skyrocketing, and our ground chicken is transforming into an elusive, precious. Alright, moving on to number 13. The unforgettable artisan bread. Picture the exquisite crusty baguettes and hearty sourdoughs that you love to munch upon. Unfortunately, they are on the verge of being a rare sight on your local grocery store shelves. Now you must be wondering, why so? Well, it all boils down to the small-scale bakeries, the very soul of this specialized niche. They're struggling to keep up with the skyrocketing costs of specialty grains. A major culprit behind this is the extreme weather conditions that are playing havoc with wheat crops. The impact: a significant shortage of these top-quality grains. But hey, that's not all. There's another side to this story. The market of artisanal bread is also feeling the sting of increased labor costs. The skilled bakers, the Michelangelos of this art, are like a needle in a haystack. Their scarce availability is pushing their wages through the roof. So what does this mean for us, the consumers? The unfortunate combination of these factors is causing a noticeable dip in the availability of these beloved specialty breads. And if you do find them, be ready to shell out a bit more as prices are on the upswing. This situation is gently nudging consumers, like us, towards the more mass-produced alternative. 14. The beloved bagel. Imagine this. You're waking up on a Sunday morning, the scent of freshly brewed coffee filling your home, and all you crave is the perfect, chewy, golden toasted bagel to go with it. But you may need to brace yourself for a bitter reality. Our cherished breakfast staple is facing a supply crisis. The plot thickens as high-gluten flour, the secret ingredient that gives bagels their unique, hard-to-resist chewiness, is in short supply. You might ask, why such a shortage? Well, it's a double whammy. Firstly, we're witnessing lower wheat production, and secondly, disruptions are plaguing the milling process. But wait, there's another twist in this bagel saga. It turns out that crafting these circular breakfast delights requires a specialized set of skills. Unfortunately, these are now becoming a rare commodity in the baking industry. And this scarcity is adding fuel to the fire. The ripple effect of these challenges. We're not only seeing fewer bagels gracing our grocery store shelves, but the diversity of these doughy delights is dwindling too. And as if this wasn't painful enough, brace yourself for the final blow. Bagel prices are on the rise. So next time you reach out for that bagel, remember, it's now a precious commodity. Kipuchas. The comfort food conundrum, Imagine a Sunday afternoon, the aroma of a freshly baked pie wafting through your home, or the flaky crust of a warm, savory quiche melting in your mouth. These comforting delicacies hold a special place in our hearts and kitchens alike. However, brace yourself for some concerning news. These popular dishes are facing a supply crisis. The root of the problem lies in the shortage of key ingredients, particularly quality butter and cheese. These two integral components, determining a pie or quiche's flavor and texture, are being hit by a double whammy: rising production costs and export restrictions. Additionally, the small-scale artisanal bakers specializing in creating these delicious treats are grappling with rising labor costs. The skilled craftsmen who perfected the art of pie and quiche making are few and far between, with their scarcity driving wages up. The culmination of these circumstances is leading to a visible dip in the availability of our beloved pies and quiches. Furthermore, when they do make a rare appearance on the shelves, they come with an inflated price tag. This flip in the pie and quiche landscape is encouraging consumers to explore more readily available and affordable alternatives. A toss-up of supply and demand. Picture this: a refreshing salad bowl, the crunch of fresh lettuce, a medley of vibrant veggies, and the perfect companion, a delicious, creamy, egg-based dressing, such as the classic Caesar or ranch. Yet, it appears that our beloved dressings are not immune to the current food supply disruptions. The culprits: rising egg prices, coupled with supply chain glitches. Eggs, the core ingredient of these popular dressings, have become pricier due to increased feed costs for poultry and various supply chain issues. Additionally, the production of these dressings requires specific emulsification techniques, a skill in the food industry that is becoming increasingly rare. This scarcity is ratcheting up labor costs, further pushing the prices of our cherished dressings upwards. The outcome of this tumultuous situation is twofold. On one hand, we're witnessing a decrease in the availability of these dressings on our grocery store shelves. On the other, when they are available, they now come with a significantly higher price tag. This shift is driving consumers to consider simpler, oil-based alternatives or even homemade dressing recipes. The protein powerhouse plight. If you're a fitness enthusiast or a health-conscious individual, you're no stranger to the nutritional magic of egg whites. Low in calories, yet packed with high-quality protein, these culinary wonders are a staple in many diets. We have some troubling news to crack. Egg whites are experiencing a supply crunch. Poultry farms are being hit hard by a combination of challenges including disease outbreaks, fluctuating feed prices, and supply chain disruptions, causing a drop in egg production. But the woes don't end there. The process of separating egg whites from the yolks is a delicate one, demanding both skill and specialized equipment. Unfortunately, this industry is facing its own set of crises, from machinery breakdowns to labor. The outcome: egg whites, once abundant and affordable, are now becoming scarce and increasingly expensive. Whether you're whipping up a healthy omelet or baking a low-fat dessert, this egg white shortage is bound to throw a wrench in your culinary plans. 18 mixings. A stir in the market. Picture a Saturday afternoon spent in the warmth of your kitchen, a box of your favorite baking mix open on the counter, and the anticipation of the scrumptious cake, cookie, or bread that it promises. But hold on to your whisk. These convenient and beloved baking mixes are becoming less abundant in the market. The reasons behind this are varied. Firstly, many of these mixes rely on ingredients such as wheat, sugar, and dried dairy products, all of which are experiencing their own supply issues. Secondly, the factory production of these mixes requires both machinery and labor, both of which are currently less available due to ongoing disruptions in the industrial sector. This results in a reduced supply of baking mixes on our supermarket shelf. Finally, as with most other products facing similar issues, when the baking mixes do make it to the shelves, they are often priced much higher than before. This scenario is leading home bakers to consider the traditional, albeit more time-consuming, route of baking from scratch. The big freeze. From ready-to-cook scrambled eggs to frozen egg patties, frozen egg products have been a convenient staple in our freezers, saving us time and effort in our fast-paced lives. However, the landscape of these frozen food essentials is changing rapidly. At the heart of this shift are the challenges faced by the egg industry, including increased poultry feed prices and disease outbreaks, which have led to a contraction in egg supplies. But it doesn't stop there. The process of freezing eggs requires specialized equipment and a skilled labor force, both of which are currently facing unprecedented disruptions. Additionally, the cold storage and transportation of these frozen egg products are impacted by the ongoing global energy crisis. Consequently, we are not only experiencing a shortage of frozen egg products, but also witnessing a steep increase in their price. This situation has consumers rethinking their meal plans or resorting to fresh, albeit less convenient